I started in industry around 6 year back with the degree of computer science from NIT Kurukshetra, and I initially joined Samsung. There, I worked for around 11 months, and then I got a placement offer from another company in Goldman Sachs. And then I was also in the transition period, or I would say notice period. And during that time, one of the Google recruiter reached out to me, saying that, okay, we your profile seems to be interesting. You have done good work in your in your past. So why not try Google? Why not give interviews in Google, and then let's see where it goes. So I was you know in my notice period, so I thought maybe why not try Google as well. So then I gave few interviews for Google as well. So the first interview was online. So it's kind of virtual interview where we'll have two questions to solve, and then you'll solve through some online platform. So they have their internal platform. So the Google does have internal platform where you will be coding, right? And I
Okay.
cleared that. uh, and then after, I think, 15 or 20 days, recruiter reached out to me again. Yeah, sorry. So they reached out to me again and saying that, okay, we are uh, going forward with your on sites. So nowadays, all the on sites are online, right? All interviews are virtual nowadays. But at that time,
Okay.
companies used to ask the employees to come on site, on office, and then have interviews. So I went to office for like a day. It was scheduled 15 days after my first interview. I gave, I think, five interviews that day. Four was around coding, and some experience and projects. Then one was googliness and leadership. So that's like the behavioral, uh, kind of, or the role fit kind of interview. And then, yeah, after I think a month, I got the offer and I joined immediately after getting the offer, because I had already served the notice period during that time.
Yeah.
So initially I
Yeah.
joined a, a team which was working on some machine learning workloads. So when you take a picture in the camera, so it goes through multiple camera modules. Each time that image will be transformed into something else, and then eventually it will come up with some hash, or some uh, output, which will say, okay, your face is authenticated or not. So I was basically working on this face authentication pipeline. For a year I worked there, then I switched to embedded. So I switched to low level programming, where I'm writing C code, writing softwares to boot SOCs. Now the people or the folks who doesn't know SOC is a system on chip, which is the every mobile phone will have. So yeah, I pretty much worked there for around 4 years. And then recently I switched back to another team, which is Pixel Watch software team. And now we
Okay.
are the product front team, which decides what features should go in for Pixel Watch, and how do we deliver them end to end, from, let's say, right from the idea the to the finish, right? So that has been my experience so far, and it was amazing, because you know what I have seen personally is that in Google, people are really humble. They always try to learn new things. There will be times, or there will be, most of the times in my case, I am surrounded by people who are smarter than me, or at least I assume that way. So that always when they speak something, I kind of learn something from them, right? So I
Yeah,
think that should always be the mindset, uh, for anyone, and especially in Google, everybody has that mindset that, okay, team around me are more capable, more knowledgeable than me, and I should learn from them. And let's say if I'm asking for some help, it always happen that the people, or your seniors, or your colleagues who are in the team, will go beyond their day to day routine, and help you achieve your goals. So this is something what I have seen in Google especially. I did not see in other companies, where like in my past company, people used to pull the legs, try to, um, it wasn't that great experience, where everybody pushing other one to grow in career, right? So that
yeah.
has been experience overall for me.